They got a big spider on their wall. All right, well, we can get situated, so cover you up. I'm gonna lay that over the top of you. I kept looking for my towel to wipe my hands on. I was like, where is my towel? You were sitting. I know, well, I saw that and I was like, that was all me. Oh, and what I didn't do, I didn't get to.
Oh, good job. Good memory.
I know.
Are you having fun, Macy?
It's been so
Oh.
fun.
Dude, you should have seen how relaxed you were when she was doing all her stuff. You were like, look at her. Do you see that? And then I forget I'm on this dadgum recording. I'd start talking. And I was like, I'm gonna get in trouble.
It's been so fun.
Good. Hey, Sheila, partially through maybe around, I don't know what time you planned on getting done. But like I said, if you could get to a stopping point, like halfway in between, because the information is great, but them sitting here for a while, if we can give them a little break where they can get up and move around, would be cool.
No, I totally get it. I'm gonna set a little timer, so, because I'll lose track. I lose track.
Oh yeah, we're so passionate about what we do, and they're excited. They learned a ton. It's been great. We really appreciate it. I just know even when something's interesting and it's after lunchtime and they've been on a bus for an hour, we want to keep them engaged.
Gotcha.
Thank you.
So with Zoom, you know, I need.
Yeah,
I need them to talk to me.
I wish we would have said something about the light, because until you moved that, which I know you can't see very well, but she was all washed out. So that worked better. And then it's funny, Macy, when you first came up on the screen, because you had the thing around you, it looked like you're naked. I was like, is Macy naked? So, Coco. All right.
I'm gonna get rid of this. If I
Yeah,
can.
that just washed it out where we couldn't see. We appreciate it.
I don't need it.
You said you're. You said you were, I do the same thing cutting hair. I'm like, I should probably get my glasses, and the customers look at you and I'm like, eh. What lake did you lake rat it at?
What?
Sheila, you said you were a lake rat. Where were you laking it at?
Oh, Grand and Keystone. Okay,
Keystone's mine. I can't afford Grand, but you know.
No, I couldn't either, but I did it for a little bit.
Back to Keystone. Cool. So, all right, I'm gonna unmute them for about 5 more minutes and we'll get back with you. Cool?
Okay.
Good, thank you.
So if we start at 1:15 to 15. So I'm fading and it's like, oh. And it's hard because, you know, Rick, is that your call? Rick?
Yeah, Rick. Yeah.
That's great. That's a great name.
And all of our t-shirts say Frick's Chicks.
Oh, Frick Chick.
So she has t-shirts for like, cause she's taught like forever. So she has t-shirts from every year that say like Frick's Chicks 2024, Frick's Chicks 2023.
Oh, that's awesome. I love that. Yeah. Earlier. Kidding. Or just go hang out. Yeah, I know what she's talking about. She's wanting you to, I don't know if you have a lot of following. I know she's wanting you to do some influencing. Yeah. Well, and it doesn't, it'll benefit you too. Just getting out there. Hair color. Did you feel nitty gritty better when I,
Oh, yeah. No, I
did
really
you feel
could,
the
yeah.
difference when you
Oh,
go
yeah. And that
deeper?
really does make so much sense, because like you said, depending on your client, depending on what you're going for, like that is such a versatile product just for the one thing.
It is, and I have people that'll call and go, there's no scribe to nitty gritty, and I'm like, there is,
Yeah.
you just gotta get a little more aggressive.
Yeah.
Actually, wasn't the one doing the education, still the educators. So I don't know, going back out, you know, in the field. it's the- You know, new people start getting out. And they're kind of fearful. Once we're older. Maybe, yeah. Yeah. She's, younger than she was. It's great. She looks younger than me. Hello, Betty. Isn't it crazy? Let's see how long my steamer lasts this time. And it's still really hot, so it'll start bubbling immediately. Wait till they're ready.
You need to do one. We're unmuted. Yeah, say hi, Macy.
Hi, Macy. Hi,
No idea that might was bothersome, but that's good to know.
Whenever you guys are.
Okay, so go there and put that X on the white.
This,
Yep.
then the square.
The little square next to the X. Yep. Right there.
Now we can't hear her.
No, you can hear her.
Yes, we
You're
can.
not talking.
Oh, okay.
Where?
The square?
I'm whispering to Macy.
There we go.
Okay, there we go.
Another one.
What about
Thanks,
front view,
Lisa.
front view?
View?
Okay.
No,
Are you ready? Is that it? You're in the dark.
Go.
We did
You
it.
guys are in the dark.
Do that this morning.
Oh. Well, we turned off the mag lamp because it was too hard to see anything, because it really kind of took away from Macy. But we're gonna try this steamer thing again. I think I had too much water in it earlier and it kept beeping at me. So, good afternoon, guys. I'm Sheila and y'all know Macy, so. And we are here to talk about some clinical care. And are we all Cosmo students?
Yes.
And y'all have to yell at me if you get too bored and tell me to spice it up. Say, spice it up, girlfriend.
Spice it up, girlfriend.
Get your spice going. Okay, well, we're gonna get started. I'm gonna go ahead and turn on this steamer for a little bit. I'm not getting it too close to her because it does get really hot. But whenever you're cleaning the skin, well, let's talk about clinical care a little bit. Clinical care, we've been around for over 40, oh, yeah, 40, almost 45 years. We are owned and operated by Charlotte Bates. We're independently owned, privately held. We can make decisions on the fly. Like Monica said, Sheila, I got to have education now, finally. And I said, okay, I'll just book it and everybody will have to deal with the Zoom. My educators all kind of quit after COVID because they didn't want to get COVID. So we're going to do some Zoom calls, and I know it's a little bit harder to learn, but we're going to do our best. So what we're going to do with little Miss Macy today is we're going to do all of the services. So they're going to kind of be taken out of order, which we found out earlier today. We took them out of order, but we're going to do all services so we can at least go through everything. But the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start with cleansing her skin, and we're going to use green stuff. And green stuff, as you guys well know, is our oil, aloe vera based, I almost went to cleanse it, aloe vera based cleanser. It starts the healing process immediately. It is designed to remove all makeup. Tell me if that gets too hot. All makeup, even your eye makeup. It will remove eye makeup. Even some of the most stubborn mascara. I use waterproof mascara. The only difference when you're putting it on your eyes is that you want to make sure that you rub it in a little bit, like so, and let it sit for a minute while you cleanse the rest of the face. So
Hey,
we say,
Sheila,
yeah,
your camera is showing us your desk and your files basically over there more than it's showing you and Macy.
let me get you. Let me get you. You don't want to look at my files or my empty desk over there. Let's see if I can get this baby down a little bit more. Get it over here. Is that better?
Yeah. Bring it. We can barely see Macy's face.
Oh,
There we go. There we go.
is that better?
That's perfect.
Okay. Yeah, you got to see this pretty face. I kind of tried to move it to make it where you couldn't see me.
Oh, well, it didn't work.
So we've got the steamer going. We're using some green stuff to remove her makeup, cleanse her skin. And as we were talking, if you're going to use it to remove eye makeup, you want to make sure you put it on the eyes and rub it in and let it sit. The steamer does help with removing makeup, dirt, debris. And anytime you're cleansing the skin, you want to make sure you get down to the neck and into the décolleté. She's got a necklace on. That's okay. And you want to cleanse the entire skin. Green stuff being your aloe vera based cleanser. It's a shave gel. You can shave your legs, your armpits, your everything with it. You can shave your face, which we're going to show you that in just a little bit. You can also, men love green stuff. because it's not a bubbly cleanser. It doesn't smell real strong. It's just got a nice clean scent. And aloe vera is very healing no matter what. These sponges, we love these sponges. We sell these here. These sponges are huge. Now, if you're on a budget, you can cut them in half and just use one sponge per customer. What we did is in our spa, we always gave away the sponges with the client. That way we didn't wash them. We didn't use them on somebody else. That's just a suggestion. They're hard to really make sure that they're clean and sanitized. And we're doing a makeshift. We've got hot water in the bowls. I've got a crock pot and my steamer going. We're just going to remove that makeup. So if you're going to want to remove eye makeup, you can take your sponge and bend it, or if you cut it in half, you can take the corner of it, and you can just slightly massage the eyelashes. And because it is a cellulose sponge, it will actually help you remove any eye makeup. Macy doesn't have any on, but that's the way you would do it. And what we're going to use next is going to be Splash. And I think I threw it over here earlier. I did. I got mad and threw it down. Okay. Splash is a ginseng chamomile toner designed to bring the pH of the skin back down to what? What is the pH of the skin? Who knows? I don't. Okay. 5.5 to 6.5. And I always like to cover the eyes just to make sure it's not like spraying her right in the face or right in the eyes. I wanted to spray it in her face. She jumps every time I spray it. And the ginseng chamomile toner just brings that pH of the skin back down. And what we're going to do right here is I'm going to go ahead and start taking a look at her skin and show you how we're going to analyze the skin. It's nice and clean. And what we are going to do, I was looking at my ag lamp. Okay. So I'm going to grab a little cotton round and just kind of cover her eyes. Put a little splash on there. And what that does is it does kind of cool and start healing the eyes. And Splash has got such a nice scent to it. It's very refreshing. It feels good on the eyes. Now, let me turn. Oh, see, it's going to start screaming at me. Yelling at me. Voila. Magic. I was telling Macy earlier that, all this stuff is traveled to show after show after show after show. And, you never know if it's going to work the next time you set it up. So, hello. So when looking at Macy's skin, and I know I'm not supposed to, I got to have a little bit of light just so we can see. Earlier today, we noticed she had a few little breakouts over here. We kind of removed some of those. But I'm going to show you, just so I can see what I'm doing. Is that light bothersome? Oh, yeah. I can see that way. Okay. So here's the extraction tool. I'm going to use the flat edge down, and I'm going to work on her nose. And we did this side of her face earlier, so we're going to work on this side of her face. And she's got a little bit of blackheads in the crevice of her nose here. So you want to always hold the skin taut and just slightly press down, extracting some of those blackheads. Am I hurting you? Around the nose is very sensitive. Have you ever had that where somebody really poked you really hard on the nose? Have you ever had a facial?
Yeah.
If you haven't, I encourage you to go get one because They're amazing. Or maybe you can be my model next time. Macy's like, So we're just gonna rub this along the skin here, and I'm picking up, and I don't know if you can see, there is some junkety junk on there, which is good. That means I'm getting it out of her skin. She's got a few little bumps around here. I'm just gonna show you. I don't know if you can see. And those are just little melias that just will come right up. And I don't even need to get an extractor out or a lancet out for that, because these are just little clogged pores that have a little bit of junk in them, we'll call it. And then you're just gonna keep wanting to look around her skin. You want to make sure that you're dealing with either finding out if she's dry, if she's oily. She does have a little bit of an oily T-zone here. She does get a little bit of blackheads right here in the little crevice of her chin. So it's nice. I wish you guys could see this up close. I don't know if you can see it. But you can see that there's some goop, which we all get. Nothing against her and her cleansing process or anything like that. Sometimes we don't sit down and take the time to clean out our pores. And I'm not doing this to hurt her or anything. I'm just really trying to clean her pore area with this extractor. So I'm doing a little bit of this. This is important to take the time to do for your client. And then if she were to have, she kind of has a little bit of a, trying to find a pimple where I can extract it. I have to do this up here. She has a little bump over here. And we worked on it earlier today, but I'm going to show you what we would do typically to remove the core of a pimple. We have these little lancets, and you're not going to go and poke her like that. You're just going to really open this skin up a little bit. You want to get, it doesn't help. And I'm just lightly opening up right in the center of that, just so I can get enough opening to potentially remove any infection she might have. Oh, there we go. It's so fun when it comes out. It's like, yay! Okay, so that's good. We got that out. So as you can see, we're not trying to hurt her or anything, but we do want to help her clear up her skin and get rid of any challenges she might have. And what we have discussed is that Macy tends to be a little bit oily around her chin, her nose area, T-zone area, but her cheeks are a little bit drier. So we're going to deal with her as kind of a combination skin customer. Other than that, her skin is amazing. She takes really good care of it. And you always want to check the nose. The nose is, every one of you are going to go home and look in your mirror today. I guarantee you're going to look at your nose and see if you have any blackheads, and then you're going to go, oh my gosh, I do. Makeup gets all up in there. And then in men tend to get blackheads and icky stuff all in their ears. If you're going to do facials in the salon, you want to make sure you go into the ear with this and kind of just scrape out, clean that area up. You don't have to, but it is a nice little service for men. Women typically take better care of them. So, oh golly, that's not nice, is it? Women take better care of themselves than men. So we've kind of taken a look at Macy's skin. We do realize that she's a little drier on the cheeks, so we're gonna deal with that. She tends to be a little bit oilier around the nose, T-zone area, so we're gonna work on that as well. So I've removed the majority of the blackheads, and then what we're gonna do here is we're gonna exfoliate her with some caffeine blast intoxication. And the reason we're choosing caffeine blast intoxication is because she does have some oilier areas, and then I'm going to talk to you about nitty gritty. But this product tends to be, it's loaded with caffeine. And what caffeine does for the skin is it naturally tightens the skin. We're going to use this product because it's not only just a scrub, but it's exfoliates the skin, it tightens the skin, it brightens the skin. It also is a cleanser and it's slightly a mask. So this is a great product to sell to that customer that says, I don't need to buy all these products and I won't use them all. I just need a cleanser and a moisturizer. This is a great one to start with. So you're just going to use a small amount of caffeine blast intoxication. It's the purple scrub. Break it up a little bit and I'm going to start here at the chin area. You always want to work in an upward motion, making sure that you're not dragging that skin downward. And I'm going to focus in on the areas that are really tend to be on the oilier side and where she holds some of her blackheads, and that's going to be the nose and the chin area. And we're just going to take it and we're going to work it all the way around. And I can use this even in the dry areas. It's going to slough off a lot of that dead dry skin. You want to keep it moist so that it works in. And you want to take your scrub and make sure you are scrubbing the skin, not terribly aggressive, but you want to make sure that you're removing some of that dead dry skin. And I'm focusing on her nose and her chin area because that's where she tends to have the oiliest part of her skin. Now, since we're in the scrub process, I'm going to go ahead and talk to you a little bit about nitty gritty. We chose caffeine blast intoxication because of her combination skin, and she has some blackheads in there. But nitty gritty is our other scrub. And this is more for your anti-aging, your more mature clients, because it's in a heavy cream base with aluminum oxide crystals. So it's a microdermabrasion in a jar. So with microdermabrasion, you can either turn the machine up and it gives you more of a sandblasting effect, or you can turn it way down. It's just going to slightly remove topical dead skin. So much like that with nitty gritty, because it is in a cream base, we can get a little more aggressive on tighter skin like Macy's and less aggressive with somebody that's a little thinner skin like myself. So with your hands, if I was to just do this action and lightly scrub her skin, then that's going to be more for your anti-aging. But I can get a little more aggressive with her and put a little more pressure, and she's going to feel the scrubbing of nitty gritty more. With nitty gritty, because it is in such a heavy base, a cream base, that's why, is so that you can determine just how much scrubbing you need to do on somebody. So we can get more aggressive with it and remove more skin, or we can go lighter touch on a thinner skin customer. Either way, it's going to exfoliate the skin. And if you ever want to show people what nitty gritty or caffeine blast intoxication does to the skin, show them on your hand. Take it and you can take nitty gritty and get really aggressive and scrub off the skin, scrub off the dead dry skin, and it brightens and tightens and the skin looks very beautiful. Or you could go with a lighter touch and they're still going to see it change, but it's not going to be as aggressive. So Macy's got good skin. She's not too thin skinned at all. And so we're just gonna remove both of these products. I kind of layered on top of each other, but just to show you the difference between the two creams, the two exfoliants. And a lot of times you want to work on the forehead because, you know, look at people and you'll start to see where they age. Do they age at the forehead? I do. My forehead gets very, very wrinkly. And I'm going to actually take a very hot towel here and start working this off of her skin. Can you see that steam? She's about to get some steamed. Is that too hot? But it is good to continue to add heat to the skin because it does remove a lot of those blackheads. It opens up the pores. Really helps cleanse the skin. I just put a drop or two of lavender oil, just more for scent reasons and for relaxation. You don't have to do that, but you want to make sure that you focus in on those areas that we talked about that maybe her blackheads are a little bit more prevalent. And if you're doing a man, you might want to really clean out his ears again and work behind the ears. That's an area a lot of people don't focus on at home. They don't even think about it. But as an esthetician or licensed cosmetologist, a professional, you want to do that as well. The other thing you can do with a lot of these products is do little mini facials. And Miss Frick has got some handouts, or she's going to email you this big I think it's 87 pages of everything you've ever wanted to know about clinical care and so much more. But it'll actually show you in there, and I forgot what I was saying. It's going to show you something. It's very
Let's
important
look at
information.
Sheila's presentation in a Zoom. She's doing real good.
So we got all of the scrub off of her. So we got both nitty gritty and caffeine blast intoxication. She's going to have a nice, clean skin here. You always want to make sure that you're including the neck and the décolleté as much as possible if you're doing facials. I know where I was going with that. You can do little mini facials at your shampoo bowl. There's going to be some protocols of little mini facials in that handout that Miss Frick's going to send to you guys. And you can add that if you're going to be doing primarily hair. You can do increase your service ticket item by adding little services at the shampoo bowl. Anything from a glycolic acid peel to a little mini facial. We have a man's mini facial in there too, if you're going to be focusing on men's hair. I was just telling Macy, my daughter does hair, but she works at a barbershop. And I didn't finish telling her this whole story because my brain goes empty most of the time. But she is looking at ways to increase her service ticket. And so she's going to begin to offer mini facials at the shampoo bowl for her men clients, her male clients. So that is something to consider. Okay, so from this point, we're going to move on to mask. And like I said earlier, we're kind of taking a different route to this. And if you looked at our protocols, or when you see our protocols, it's going to be a little bit different. But I'm doing this for the purpose of making sure we talk about all of the products and in a very quick matter of time because it's a lot of products. So I'm just taking a little bit of splash. I'm going to continue to add that to her skin. And now we're going to take a look at what kind of mask we should use for Miss Macy here. We talked about her being combination skin. Her nose has got a little bit of oil. Her chin in here is a little bit oily. So I'm going to do a couple of different things. And this is the beauty of clinical care, is that you can combine products, you can layer products, you can mix them in your hands to make them do whatever you need them to do. So in this case, because she does have some blackheads, I'm going to use our clarifying masks on her nose area, in her chin area. And then as I go to her other areas, I'm going to use a different mask to do more tightening and lifting of the skin. So the first mask I'm going to put on is called Mask Zip. And this mask has camphor and sulfur in it, and it is designed to clarify the pores of the skin. So we're actually going to take a little bit of this mask, and I'm going to put it in the areas where I found the most blackheads, and that's along the chin line, the little divot of the chin here. Up here, she had a little bit of breakout going on. We're going to add it right there. And of course, on the nose area. I was telling the group earlier, I said, you know, I used to give my boyfriend a facial all the time, and he had those, I don't know, as you get older, these men get these bumpies all over their nose, especially men that don't probably wash their face very well. Most men don't. Anyway, so I really started working on his nose and extracting all of that and putting masks in on it. And, you know, his family would go, oh my God, your nose looks so different. What are you doing? So it's kind of funny at what people notice, and you don't know they're noticing it until you fixed it. And then they make it, you know, I know that they say something about it. I'm going to bring this right up here just a little bit, because usually in the T-zone, you do get a little bit of breakout on your forehead. The chin, it's usually hormonal changes. Just along that hairline. And if she was a man, I probably would take a little bit and put it in the ear area, because they tend to get blackheads in that area. Not that I don't like men, I love men, but they do need to be picked on quite a bit. Do we agree?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to also take some Restoration C here, and I'm putting Restoration C on her cheek area. A couple of reasons why. It's 15% stabilized vitamin C. And what vitamin C does for the skin is it is designed just like your immune system. It's going to protect the skin. It's going to build your immune system if you take vitamin C, but it's also going to build your skin. It's going to strengthen the elastin in the skin. It's going to make aging slower. It's going to slow down the process of aging. If you've got some spots, some discoloration of the skin, it's going to help aid in fading that area. So we're going to take a little bit of Restoration C, and I'm going to take about 2 pumps of it. Not a lot. You don't need a whole lot. And I'm just going to put it in the areas of this cheek area where she tends to be a little bit drier. And we're going to use Masquerade. And anytime I use Masquerade in a salon, I want to put something underneath it. This is kind of a thing that I do, because Masquerade is a little facelift in a jar. It literally is going to tighten the skin, tighten the pores, that it is going to tighten the skin and give you an effect of a mini facelift. Well, in the process of giving you that facelift, it will also infuse that vitamin C into the skin and lock it in. Or I'll put, if they're extremely dry, I'll put a moisturizer underneath it. You know, sometimes I'll put calm effects if they tend to have a little bit of rosacea or something like that. So I like to put something underneath Masquerade so it infuses it into the skin, and it just really makes it easier, to get off the skin once it's dried, and it also infuses, it helps penetrate the products. So Masquerade is our clay mask. It's going to tighten the skin, and when you're using Masquerade in the salon, or if you want to use it on the feet during a pedicure, if you want to use it, a lot of, we used to do like wedding glows, and we would do like the glycolics, and we're going to talk about that. And we put Masquerade on the shoulders to tighten and brighten shoulders. And you can even do an arm lift, like if your arms are starting to get saggy. Yeah, you could do that with it too. It's going to tighten that skin. So we're going to take a little bit of this Masquerade, and you want to make sure that your coating of Masquerade is see-through. You don't want it to look like green all over our face, but you want to be able to see through it. So you're going to see that. And even though I put it over the masks, it's only going to help that masks that clarify those areas. So layering product is some of the best way to get the best results. And you see that it's going to be a see-through coating. You don't want to make it where it's like this, where it's really heavy. If you see it and it's really heavy like so, that's going to make it a little harder for you to remove off the skin, and you really don't need that much. It's going to get tight. I got it right there on the edge of her eye. So you don't need to get a hammer and a chisel out to get it off, because that takes a lot of time off of you. If you're having to, because it is designed to actually dry hard and firm and tighten the skin, and it does. So I'm going to just take this Masquerade, and I am going to put it, and I like to bring it on down to the neck and chin, kind of give her a chin lift. She doesn't really need it, but it gives her a little bit of a chin lift. The neck, the hands, the chest will show your age first. So don't forget about those areas when giving a facial. But you can see that this has become very see-through. And part of the reason, is you want to make sure you can get it off of her skin. But this is the process where right now we would stop and we would go in and do her foot massage, her hand massage, her arm massage, and we would actually make this more of her pampering point. She's not fortunate enough to get that today, because I'm not rubbing her feet. I refuse. No, I'm just kidding. She's not nice feet. I would rub her feet, but for time's sake, we're not going to do it. So we're going to let this dry.
Oh, Lord.
And this gets really tight. Like there are times when this gets so tight that you can't even move your mouth. Like I'll do it on a Sunday, and then I'll go and vacuum and clean, and about an hour later, I can't move my mouth. I can't smile. I can't do anything, because it really tightens the skin. And if it was too thick, then it would take forever to dry, and then you'd have to get a hammer and chisel out, and we don't want to do that. So that's why you can see it's see-through, completely see-through. And I'm going to let it sit here and let this dry a little bit. So that's kind of review. We've talked about green stuff being our aloe vera based cleanser. It removes eye makeup. It's a shave gel. You can shave any part of the body with it. Men love this cleanser because it's not fragrant. It's not fruity. It's not girly. It's just a good, solid cleanser. It removes eye makeup. Even your hard to remove mascara, your waterproof mascara. And then we talked about Splash. And what does Splash do, guys?
Come on, guys.
It brings your pH back down to what?
4, 5.
Yeah, 4.5 to 5.5. Splash. Let me tell you, I don't know if any of you guys smoke, but I used to smoke.
Oh.
Bad thing, bad, very, very bad. But we not go outside and smoke and come back in. Everybody could smell that I smoked. So I got this bright idea. I'd start taking Splash and spray my face, my body, my clothing, and nobody knew I ever smoked, because that chamomile and that ginseng just kind of counteracted that cigarette smell. Not that it was designed for that, but if you do smoke and you are going to be doing clients, whether it's hair or skin, it's a good idea that you go ahead and wash your hands, but then spray a little bit of splash so that it's not a heavy perfume or anything like that. And it's a nice clean scent. So that's just kind of a tip that I wanted to share with you. We talked a little bit about nitty gritty being your rich cream based exfoliant. It's your microdermabrasion in a jar. It's aluminum oxide crystals, the same that are used in a dermabrasion, microdermabrasion. We used some caffeine blast intoxication, which was your do all end all for that one person that just wants one product that does it all. It cleanses, it scrubs, it masks, it tightens, it brightens, it gives you caffeine in the skin. So it rejuvenates that skin. It's amazing. And now we're talked about masks it. It's a clarifying mask. It's going to pull out all those blackheads. We layered a little bit of masquerade on top of it. We put some restoration C down in her dry areas to really tighten the skin. And now you can see it's completely dry. How tight is this mask on you? Is it pretty tight? It's pretty tight for that thin of a layer. So there's two ways to get masquerade off. You can use a hot towel. You can take a little bit more of green stuff and soften it with green stuff, which I'll do just real quickly. You can take it, it'll soften it. The reason why this is important to note is that if you don't remove this all the way, the color of that green, if the skin is really, really dry, the color of the skin can turn a little bit green and not make a great a witch's mask over Halloween. You could turn somebody's face green, but if you think the skin is getting stained green, it's not. It's the dry skin that's left on the skin that is, and you haven't removed it all the way. So it's very important that you do make it where you can remove masquerade because it is designed to get tight. So we're going to actually take a hot towel. Is that too hot? And I'm just removing all of that. You want to make sure you get around the nose. And again, if I put it in her ears, you want to make sure you remove it out of the ears, around her hairline. And we love our cellulose sponges too, because our cellulose sponges, they actually help exfoliate the skin. They are big, they stay nice and wet. And they really help with taking out eye makeup. So you can see this masquerade's coming off very easily. I put a little green stuff down to soften it. I can see a little bit right there.
Yeah. Huh? Oh,
So
okay.
now we are going to move to what's next. What do you guys think should be next? Well, since we're going out of order, you have no idea. It's going to be a surprise. So what I want to do next is that earlier
Maybe
we
use your
did,
phone because I've got
we,
listening to Sheila.
Charlotte's on the other line. We can hear you.
Oh, sorry.
What we're going to do next is we're going to actually do a dermaplaning service for time's sake. So we did her one side earlier today. So we're going to turn around and do this other side of dermaplaning on her face so that we can teach you this. Now, how this goes is that if you're in a salon, you can add dermaplaning at any point throughout your service. Now, I like to do it after I've kind of scrubbed and masked, and that way that hair's ready to come off and the skin is exfoliated, and what's left is going to be all physically removed through this dermaplaning, all the dead, dry skin that we brought up. So you can add it into a service. It can be a service all of its own. So we're actually gonna start doing a little bit of dermaplaning. And the first thing you want to do when you're dermaplaning is you want to put some tune up 10 all over the skin. Tune up 10 is a 10% glycolic acid. And what this is going to do is it's going to begin to soften the skin, soften that hard, dry skin that needs to be removed. So it's a really good prep for dermaplaning. So you just want to take a small amount of Tune Up 10. It's a 10% glycolic, say that fast. And we're going to start, I'm going to just put it all over her face because I use both hands. But we're only going to dermaplane one side of her face. And when you're doing a glycolic, you want to make sure that you stay away from the corners of the nose, the corners of the mouth, and the corners of the eye, because it can dry those areas out and make them very sensitive and irritate the eye or irritate the, have you ever had a crack on the lip like that in the corner? And it's painful, isn't it?
Burns.
It is. Okay, so I'm got a little bit of Tune Up 10. And then I'm going to apply some green stuff. Can't live without the green stuff. And I'm going to put about that much green stuff. And I am just by habit going to put it on both sides of her face. But when you're doing dermaplaning, you want to make sure that you keep the skin very moist, very lubricated with your green stuff. Because earlier, you know, if you nick somebody, it's probably because the skin is too dry. And if your client has really, really thin skin, you got to be very careful about how much pressure you're putting on with the dermaplaning blade. Now, we sell these blades here as well. We have just about anything and everything you're looking for. These are disposable. They've got the guard on them. I like these best because then you know they're going to be used one time and then they're out the door. They're thrown away. And you can't sterilize them. You just throw them away. And they're cost efficient. So whenever you're doing dermaplaning, you want to make sure that you are going with the growth of the hair. So typically in a female, the growth of the hair is in a downward motion. You're not going to go against the grain of the hair. That's going to create folliculitis. It's going to create irritation. And it may make her feel like she has stubble. And no woman wants stubble. Trust me, I have plenty of it. Not because of dermaplane, but because I'm a part man, I think. Just kidding. Macy, you're the only one that laughs at me. These girls don't laugh at me. And I think I'm really funny. When you're dermaplaning, you need to decide where you're going to start. I typically start at the forehead. If you don't set a kind of a guideline, you'll forget. You might not, but eventually you'll start to forget where you started and then you won't know where you need to end. So I usually start at the forehead right here, and I'm going to go in a sideways motion on the forehead, just as I'm working towards the cheek area. But you want to do small strokes. You kind of flick the hair, flick the skin, and you want to keep the skin very taut. And I'm trying not to block you guys. That's And I personally quit waxing just because I thought waxing was kind of harsh on my skin. I actually dermaplane my brows. I didn't do Macy's other brow, and I'm not really doing it here, but whenever you're around the brow, you can kind of straighten that hair, any wild, crazy hairs that are sticking out. And that's kind of where I went. You want to flick that blade. And the way I learned how to do this was I practiced on my arm. Who needs hair on their arms? I don't. So I started practicing on my arms. So you want to hold the skin taut and go in short strokes. gotta follow your guidelines, so you know where you started. And I think Ms. Frick earlier said, well, you know, as you get older, you get these sideburns. This is perfect for that, but it's not just about removing the hair. I'm just trying to show you all that. If you can see that, she does have quite a bit of little peach fuzz all over her
Now,
head.
Sheila, we can see this video and this presentation so much better than this morning. It's like perfect. Thank you. Good job.
Practice makes perfect.
That's right.
So you want to just keeping the skin taut, and you just want to kind of flick that hair. And this isn't just about the hair. This is really about removing that dead skin. And I can see there is a lot of just dead, dry skin. And this is going to make her makeup go on very smooth. This is going to make her skin look bright and tight. You know, men have always been known to age slower than women. And the reason we believe is because they've always shaved their face. Because women haven't until, you know, probably the last 15, 20 years, we really started doing dermaplaning in the salons, and women found it more acceptable. They just let that hair get really fuzzy on their face. But this is actually a great way to not age as quickly, because this is a very great way of exfoliating and removing all that dead, dry skin. And she's so good about this. She knows to tuck her lip in. She knows to, can ask them to tuck their lip in. And you're going to cut people. I've cut people, not on purpose.
We have all this stuff that she's showing here in the salon right now. If there's some products you see that she's gonna demonstrate that we need to order, write those down, okay?
Okay.
You tell your client what you need her to do. And not that I would ever purposely, well, that's not true. I would make somebody bleed purposely, but I'm not gonna do it to Macy. Thank your bottom lip. But or your top lip, thank you. But I have cut people just by accident, and don't feel bad, it happens. Shoot, I had a girl do my dermaplaning once, and when I left there, I had all these scratches on my face. I thought, oh. But they didn't last too long. And so you just want to make sure that skin is nice and tight. Now, if she had thinner skin like myself, or somebody that's a little bit more mature, you're going to really want to hold that skin back, because if you let too much of the fold of the skin get underneath that blade, that's when you're going to find that you're going to nick her skin. So holding it taut is very important. Just want to make sure that you get, and because I did her face earlier, her other side earlier, kind of weird to make sure that I meet up with that, but she's not terribly hairy or anything like that. And if it starts to drag, that's when you know your skin needs to be a little bit wetter. So you don't want it to drag. You'll feel the blade start to drag, and do it on your arm, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Let it dry so you can see what it feels like, so you know what your client feels like. Now, this is something as a hairstylist you could do at your at the shampoo bowl too. And this is a great way to increase your service ticket item. You know, go ahead and make some money. You've got the education. Why not do everything you can do? You know, if I had it to do all over again, we were talking about this earlier, I don't have a lot of regrets in life, but if I had to do it all over again, I think I would, when I went into the salon, I think I would do every service I could do. I think I would. I think that you are learning everything and you're gonna excel at some things, but I'll tell you what, you may find that you love giving facials and you wanna do that Wednesday through Saturday, and then you wanna do hair color Monday through whatever day I said, Wednesday. So, that's the purpose of being a full cosmetologist and not just being an esthetician or not just being a barber. You get to do it all. You're paying for it to learn it, so you might as well take advantage of it. And we need some good estheticians out there and doing some good facials and using clinical care.
Did everybody sign this?
No, I didn't know.
Okay, so now we've done dermaplaning. Did that all make some sense to you guys? How we
Yeah.
did that? Short little strokes. It removes dead, dry skin. And this service can be added into your facial, but it also can just be a service all of its own. I don't know, dermaplaning can go anywhere from, I base it off time. If you can do the whole face within 15-20 minutes, you're looking at probably $30-$35. If you add it into your facial, you might do a $15 add-on. Prices have gone up on everything so much, I'm not even really sure anymore, but you have to look at what your market will bear. And if your market will bear that, then do it. Take it right to the max. So at this point, we are going to do a couple of things. I can go back with splash just to bring the pH down and kind of starts the healing process after dermaplaning. But also what I like to do at this point is, if we're going to be doing this, I always love to use Comifex. Comifex is a healing serum. This is great for bug bites, post-waxing, post-dermaplaning, post-microdermabrasion, post anything that hurts the skin, burns the skin, irritates the skin. This is almost like a burn serum. It's an excellent healing serum. It has emu oil in it, and that emu oil is naturally healing to the skin. You don't need a whole lot. I love this product. If your feet hurt, if you've got psoriasis, if you've got rosacea, if you've got anything of the skin if you're sunburned, bug bites, all of that, this product is amazing. And because we did do her dermaplaning on top of, what else did we do? We did already 2 exfoliations. And so, yeah, she's going to be a little more sensitive. But this is going to start the healing process. I love Comifex. Everybody needs Comifex at home in your medicine cabinet, because if your child burns herself with a curling iron, if your child gets a bug bite, if anything hurts. The next step, what I typically will do, and I'll go ahead and bring this up a little bit, is in a dermaplaning situation, we would go right on top of Comifex with Chill. And I don't know if you guys have used Chill, but Chill is an amazing cooling, healing mask that is designed with an anti-inflammatory in it. It's called Azuline. And this particular mask, it will take swelling out of your feet. If you get sunburn, I encourage you to put this all over that sunburn, sleep in it. And I promise you, you won't peel if you do that for the first 2 nights of a sunburn. It is so incredibly healing and anti-inflammatory. Post-waxing, post-microdermabrasion, post-dermaplaning. And it smells great. It's refreshing. I like to personally keep mine in my refrigerator because I typically use it whenever I have burnt myself, tan too much, and it's against company policy to tan, but I like it. I like to be colored a little bit. So I do that. I don't know. Have y'all ever tanned and, after the first time you tanned in a tanning booth, your rear end starts to itch really bad. Come on, somebody tell me they know what I'm talking about. Do y'all know what I'm talking about? Anybody?
Nope.
No?
None of us tan.
Oh, you guys are good people. I'm a bad person. Well, if you ever do tan, your booty gets burnt first. You're laying naked in a tanning bed, and if you take chill and you put it on there, it will save your life because it makes it itch. So if your feet get swollen, if you're pregnant and your feet are swollen and you've walked, put it on your feet. If it's in the refrigerator, it will only make it, it'll help with the swelling of anything. But this is also the mask that most schools take to contest or anything because it's real easy to put on. It's easy to take off. It smells great. Everybody loves it. You can see a difference. It's going to hold in moisture to the skin. It's incredible. So we did add a little bit of chill on top of her after doing that dermaplaning, on top of the Comifex, which has got the emu oil in it. So we're healing her because she's been through it all today. So I'm going to just slightly, we would normally leave that on for about 10 minutes, but for time reasons, we're not going to sit and let her enjoy that mask. We're going to keep rubbing on her. So I'm going to remove this chill. And typically going on to the facial, we would go on to facial manipulation, massage, and moisturizing. But because I want to show you other things, I'm going to show you a beautiful way to make some money in the salon as a stylist, as a pedicurist, as a manicurist, whatever. Massage therapist, this would be a great esthetician, this would be a great service, but this is the Tune Way Up sugarcane peel service. And what this is this is 33% glycolic acid. It is professional use only. And it is designed to soften fine lines. It is designed to help remove age spots. And I was telling the group earlier today that I used to use my glycolic, my Tune Way Up 33 and Go Spot Go. And when I came to work here, I was full of freckles and they were not cute freckles. They were the big, clumpy, ugly freckles. And do I have freckles? I don't have any freckles now, and I'm a natural redhead, so that's pretty cool story. And they were ugly, so I did the Tune Way Up and Go Spot Go and Restoration C, and I didn't have any problems with freckles anymore. Now I do have to wear sun shield every single day, and that's an SPF of 30, and sun shield will protect it. But if you don't protect your skin, those spots are going to come right back. So we are going to do Tune Way Up. Now, mind you, we have done dermaplaning. We've done some exfoliation on this skin. We've done Tune Up 10. And now we're going to go Tune Way Up 33. And she can handle it. Her skin's in great shape. And we're not going to leave it on the full time. But typically it stays on 3 to 5 minutes. And what you want to do when you do this is you want to make sure your client is clean, dry skin. And obviously she's very clean and she's pretty, I've dried it pretty much. And you're just going to take a small amount. And the way this is done in the salon is we do 6 of these. We do 1 a week for 6 weeks. We charge them for 5 and give them the 6th one free. We pre-book the appointment so that you know you've got the business coming in. Now, and you want to put it on, and it's going to sting a little bit, and especially on her skin because she has had so much done to her today. She's going to start to feel it pretty quickly, but you want to just put a nice little light coating. The beautiful thing of this product is we used it, what we call the wedding glow, and we would put it on the chest and the shoulders of a bride to be. Is that burning? She's going, I could tell by her movement. She was like, it's going to burn on her, and I'm going to start taking it off here pretty quick because she's had a long day with heat and everything else. So we did the wedding glow. We did the wedding glow, and it just brightens and tightens the pores. It helps with fine lines. It helps with tightening those pores. It's really anti-aging. Now you can use it in a pedicure to remove calluses from the feet. You can use it in a manicure to soften and remove dead, dry skin from the hands. I was telling the group earlier that we had a customer that used to use it all over her arms every single day because she had age spots. And her arms were beautiful. I mean, like she didn't have any freckles, any age spots. Her skin was really tight. Your hands will start to show age, your arms start to show age. And this will help with that and keep that skin nice and tight. Is it starting to feel better? Okay. I could tell she was getting Nancy like, oh, you always, if we were to go the full 3 to 5 minutes, you want to ask her about every 30 seconds, how tingly is it? Is it comfortable? Can you handle it? If they start to say, no, take it off, then you want to take it off. But because we put her through so much today, I knew her skin was going to be a little sensitive to it. And typically, right after this service, if I was just doing this service only and not adding it into a facial, and you could add this into a facial, it's usually about a $25 add-on. And, or you could do it as a service all of its own. Like I was saying, it's, you book 6 appointments, pay for 5, you get 1 free. On average, that, I don't even know, the price is probably about $40. And then what I would do after this, if you want optimum results from just Tuneway on 33, you end the service after you've removed it. And you let the skin dry completely, because the goal of Tuneway is to let the skin slough. You want it to come to where it's almost dried out completely, so it sloughs off. However, some people go, I don't want it to look dry, but I do want the benefit of it. So you still get the benefit. You don't get the optimum benefit if you want to move on and add Comifex and Chill, which you could go in and do immediately. Comifex and Chill. And then you always want to make sure they leave your salon with a little bit of sun shield. Sun shield being our SPF 30. It's the best sunscreen on the market. It will protect your skin, your face, your arms, your legs, your chest, your shoulders. I was saying earlier that I'm a lake rat, or I used to be a lake rat. I'm not so much anymore. But as a lake rat, I just would slather that all over my body and maybe reapply. Now by law, we have, oh, there's my alarm to tell me you are getting a break, and this is the perfect spot. But we, as a lake rat, you know, you're supposed to reapply, and by law, we have to put that on there, but I'll tell you what, that sun shield is amazing. It can be your only moisturizer you use if you want it to be. So if you guys want to take a quick 15-minute break, because that was the midstream there. If this is a good spot for you guys to do it.
Yes, thank you. We'll be back at 2:30.
Okay.
Macy's like, no breaks. I'm still enjoying this.
I'll just keep rubbing on it.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah, I was like, I can do it.
I could do it. A little coffee fix, because I know that you've been just rubbed to death.
And the first time, it really wasn't bad at all, honestly. Like,
Well, that's because
yeah.
And you tattooed Tim on your twice. But your skin looks
Oh, I'm so excited.
amazing.
It's gonna feel so good in the morning when I put makeup on.
Oh no, it's ready to. I mean, not that it was bad, but
Yeah.
wow. Go as fast as they can, because I knew they wanted to break. she can handle curly hair. Other people can't cut curly hair. It's so true. Sometimes. That don't make any sense. She does nice layers, but they're like,
They have purpose.
well, they're like flicky layers.
Oh, yeah.
Like, so that, because with curly hair, if you just do like a straight layer, it looks almost like you got a bowl here, and a bowl here. Come on in. We're taking a break. Yeah, I've been watching. It's really good. How did you watch? On the Zoom. Oh, that's, yeah. I was afraid you could hear me. Well, we did hear you talking to somebody at one point. I was like, we can hear you. Oh, when I was out there talking, there's a problem. Oh, what was I saying? Was I talking to the? No, you. How are you liking that?
I love it.
Yeah, your
It's
skin
so
looks
great.
really fresh. Wow.
We did the tune-up 33 again though, and I was like, oh gosh.
Oh.
I was like, I didn't think about it being
Yeah.
bad because we did like 2 dermaplanes and then the tune-up 10 again and then
Well,
the
you're getting a
33.
good feel.
Yeah, no, it's.
That's why
it's-
she's laughing so
it's-
comic.
Yeah,
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 which
it's
is
gonna
fine.
be so
It's
bright.
fine. I'm sure she'll explain this to you. Oh, they're still on, but they're at break. Oh, they're in breakfast.
Yeah, we can only sit. Hey, Macy, did you tell them about how you use their product and have won nationals 2 years in a row against the whole nation with clinical care? Oh, okay, good. I just want to make sure.
Yeah,
We're
we're
a little-
gonna
we're a
put her
little
on our website.
What
Yeah,
you-
she can hear you. She can't see you. We're gonna. Hi, it's Charlotte.
Hi, Charlotte.
Hi, honey. We're gonna put her on our website for that.
Good.
We're so
Good.
proud.
Yep, we're proud. We're proud of her and we're thankful for you all. I met you years ago when you brought me in to do this and learn about it. We're sorry we have the lights off, but anyway, thank you. This has been awesome.
Thank
Love
you for hanging with us all these years. We appreciate you.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We're
Anything
excited.
we can do to make y'all happy, we're here.
Well, Macy's getting a great opportunity just to get to see stuff. So it's been good for all of us. Thank you.
She's fabulous. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
She's a star, this one.
That's right. All right. I'm gonna mute us. Good seeing ya.
Good to see you too, honey. Truth, you already told you this, but it's really good. You're gonna probably peel within the next couple of days. And that's a good thing, because what it's doing is it's getting rid of all the dead, dry skin, and it's regenerating. So I remember when I first started doing this, and these women would call me, but I was using 70% pure glycolic. Okay, well, I'd move it up, you know.
Yeah.
They came in for several appointments. You don't start with that, but anyway, they would call me and say, "Oh, they didn't really understand that that's what we're doing here." Because we're actually injuring skin to cell growth. I can't very rapid, even though you're young, you have rapid cell growth. You don't have it like you did when you were a teenager. As you age, unfortunately, everything slows down. So what we have to do is we have to use that somehow. We've learned over years of studying and watching people and different methods that it works. This works real well. So like if you went in and had, say, a laser treatment at a physician's office, and they burn your skin. Okay. So what that does is it makes the body try to produce fresh skin, get rid of fine lines. You're perfect. But if you weren't, by golly, yeah, that's the whole gist of this, why we do it this way. So I just don't want you to think, you know, she's gonna be nice and tight. Yeah, you're gonna be tight and you'll be fine though. You're great. Yeah, and I've been moisturizing and chilling. I've been watching. It's been very educational. I actually learned some things, honey. Really? Yeah. pretty darn good. I just make it up as I go. No, for years I just emulated Charlotte for years, just repeated everything she said, repeat. She followed me around, well, she didn't follow me, she was with me, we went out on the road together many times, you know, talked, drank, did all kinds of things. But, yeah, she drank a lot. Well, we had to. Our feet were numb, you know, to stand up for 15 hours a day. That was before we realized Jill was great on the feet. Jill was great on the feet. And then she's added on because, you know, she used the products and you'll have your own experiences with the products too, that you'll be able to add on. You know, like Sheila did with her tanning situation, you know, I would never have done that because I don't tan, but you know, they tan, a lot of people tan.
Yeah.
Not good for you, but they do. She said at one time, well, I was gonna get fired for tanning, but now I just spray it really. I don't really get. I'll never forget when we first launched out nationally, the state beauty supply. And you get up on stage and you know, I'm very passionate about sun damage because that's the killer of the skin. I don't think the big brown spots, but it's also cancers. And I saw a lot of it. So I'm up on the stage and I'm talking about sunshield and I've got this big crowd and I'm telling them all, do not tan. Tanning is the worst thing you can do.
Yeah.
And I went on and gave my spiel about it. Well, I didn't realize it, but right next door to me, they're selling tanning products. And the guy got so mad at me. He came over when I got off the stage. He came over and he was really angry at me. He said, I can't believe you're up there saying, I was just sorry. I didn't know you were in the booth next to me, but you know, this is our philosophy. This is what we believe in. I made sure I didn't have a booth by him anymore.
Right.
Well, I made sure he went by. Do you remember? He was with body dredge, body, something with tanning. Whoopsie. Sorry. But you can't hear me anymore. Right. No, no. I'm working in my office on the trust, so. No, we couldn't. You said something. I was like, sounds like Charlotte. And you said something again. I go, oh, that is Charlotte. And then I heard you laugh. Well, if you hear me, let me know because I don't want to be in a call with people that can't see. A CPA or a lawyer or somebody. How long's it gonna take you?
It's about an hour.
But are you staying at your boyfriend's mom's?
Yeah, it's 55 minutes from her house. Yeah.
Oh, really?
I'm dog sitting for her in Yale. So
What's dog?
she's it's like an English pointer.
Oh, I used to have an English.
Yeah.
His name is Ben Bates.
Oh,
And he was a hunting dog. Your fiance boyfriend would have loved Ben because he was one of the best. You know. This is a quick story. I know you guys are getting ready to start again, but you'll tell your boyfriend this. So my husband's all into hunting and everything, and so he's looking for a bird dog.
Yeah.
And we have the acreage and all that. At the time, we sold all that. It's that now, but anyway, so he found out about this dog named Boomer Bay. No, his name was Boomer at that time. And everybody was talking. All the hunters were talking about this bird dog Boomer. And so my husband found out where this dog was, and he lived in a old oil out in the woods. His owner was in a mobile home, and he just let the dog out in the thing, but hunted the dog.
Yeah.
So my husband found him and saw the dog and it's for sale. Bob's well, everything has a price. How much do you want? And Bob knew that the dog was fine, good conditions, you know. And so the guy said, no, you didn't hear me. This dog's not for sale. And so Bob took what $100 bills and started tossing them. The guy and said, tell me to stop. We got the dog.
yeah.
Haven't you That is very
I
fresh.
take a chihuahua in a heartbeat. So
There's that
Boomer
water
Bates,
under it.
yeah, Boomer Bates came to live with us, and the sad thing is, he had a stupid stock. So we spent thousands of dollars saving this dog, and it was horrible. Going to bed, it's cottage cheese to eat. Anyway, he was fine after that, but that story's so funny, and Boomer had never been inside a house.
Yeah.
And of course, I let him in the house. He was like my boy. But those bird dogs are fabulous, but I'll tell you, they like to run.
Yeah. This dog loves good. She's outside all the time.
Ran like 3,000 miles a day. Guess his dog. And I find Boomer. Stop at something. And I find him out down because we live in a real woodsy area. The dog would be out there. Anyway, this looks really good, and you can see all the students. Is this where you study? Yeah, it's really nice.
It is nice, yeah. They have the lights off in there so they can see the screen, but
Yeah, and I can't use the mag because it really washes her out. I didn't realize, but now that I see it does really wash you out. It's hard
Oh,
to
the
see.
mag lamp. But this is, I love all this glass and stuff.
yeah.
How many students?
There's 22, I think, in the morning. 22.
Well, it's a great profession. Sure, do very well. Just teach these people the right thing. And the ear thing is real important. The ear thing, I always cleaned out the ears. This one lady, this was when I was working on my chair. This one lady, she was a wonderful client, very fluent, you know, she was wonderful, beautiful, everything. Just, oh my God, all out. She's red, she's, you know, irritated and everything. I told her, I said, I'm sorry, this is gross, but I need to tell you to tell your stylist to take this color out of your ear. That is ridiculous. So you might take that back to teacher too.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't even imagine such a thing. Okay, you ready?
They're looking at me.
Oh, no, ladies, we're ready,
Say
but
hi to the girls.
before we
Oh.
get started, we'd like to, say something to you.
Oh. Say something.
They said thank you.
Wave at him, say thank you.
See me? It's Charlotte. We love you guys. Good luck to all of you. Sheila's a fabulous teacher.
We
They're all like,
appreciate it. All right, we're gonna unmute so she can keep going. Oh, no, we're gonna stay like this. I'm just gonna turn the lights off. We're gonna be quiet. That means me. Okay, go.
go back to sleep.
No, they've all been engaged. They're doing good. Macy's the only one about falling asleep, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's lucky. Okay, so we're gonna just do a quick recap. We cleansed with some green stuff, which is your aloe vera based cleanser, removes eye makeup, shave gel, everything you can imagine. We did some splash ginseng chamomile toner designed to bring your pH back down to 4.5 to 5.5. Let's see, we've done some tune way up. Her skin's nice and tight now. She's probably gonna get a really good peel after this. That's going to remove all of her dead, dry skin. We've done some exfoliation with some nitty gritty, which is designed more for your anti-aging, your thinner skin. You can get more aggressive or less aggressive with it. Your caffeine blast intoxication, which is your end all to do all for everybody. It's a scrub, it's a mask, it's a cleanser, skin tightener, skin brightener, and we're gonna, we did some chill. Chill is your cooling, healing mask. Calm Effects, your healing serum. We did some tune up 10, prepping the skin to do some dermaplaning with it. And now, and we talked a little bit about Sun Shield being the SPF 30 moisturizer. You must use it. Everybody needs Sun Shield. Protect that skin. Masquerade, your facelift in a jar. Let's see, your mask zip, which is your clarifying mask that gets rid of those nasty little blackheads. And now we're going to talk a little bit about, as you're finishing up a facial or you're going to start into your manipulation or massage of a facial, there's a couple of things I like to do. And these are things you can do at the shampoo bowl as well. For those of you that are going to just kind of dabble a little bit in this and maybe do some, however you decide to do it. But there is in your book or in the email that's going to go out from Mrs. Frick, Miss Frick. Yes. The Frick lady. What do you call her? Frickster?
We call it Frick.
Frick, okay. Frickster. I'm gonna make up a name. There's gonna be different in that little notebook, there's gonna be stuff in there for you to do at the shampoo bowl, from a man's quick facial to lip and eye treatment. So I'm gonna kind of combine my lip and eye treatment and my facial massage real quick. And the first thing I like to do with my lip and eye treatment is, first, I love Customize. Customize is your eye firming lotion, and it comes in this cute little jar like so. And this will last you forever. That little jar, you don't need a whole lot of this product. I got way too much, but that's okay. We'll use it on our lips too. So what I like to do with Customize is I put it on my ring fingers, and you never want to put an eye cream or an eye gel on the lid. The eye will take what it needs. So I usually like to start like right here in the middle. Can you guys see? Yeah. Right in the middle of the forehead. I work around the bone.
You know, hey, answer her. She's asking you a question. If y'all can see, good. Yeah, we can see.
Okay, good. Okay. And I put it right along the bone. And then I'm going to come right out to the outside of it, of her eye, down here at the bottom. The eye will pull what it needs for moisture. So you never want to go right on top of the eye, even on yourself. I mean, sometimes I do it because I'm lazy and in a hurry, but you really don't want to, because it's not really good for the eye. I mean, you might burn it a little bit, but I stay on the outside here. And one thing about clinical care is that you're going to always feel the products. They're active. What that means when we say they're active, that means they actually change the skin. So there's a lot of products that smell good. There's a lot of products that feel good, but not all products change the skin. And these products do. And you're going to find with Customize that it does tighten, and it'll almost kind of feel like it's burning a little bit because it's just tightening that eye tissue so much. It's amazing. We've had people come up to us, men, specifically men, and I can remember this guy. He actually was like almost in tears talking about how putting eye cream Customized on his eye made him look 10 years younger, and he couldn't have been more thankful because he wasn't quite ready to get that old and blah, blah, blah. But I'm just telling you, Customized eye cream firming lotion is amazing. I like to use this one at night. And if I'm doing an eye treatment in the salon, I like to massage the eye, especially if you're going to do it at the shampoo bowl while maybe their hair color's processing, or even as part of the shampoo. You can do it just a light eye massage. It feels good, especially if you get right inside there with the eye, the sinus area, relaxing and massaging that eye, that Customize. I don't know why I want to say eye gel. The eye firming lotion into the eye, on top of the bone, on the brow. You can see I'm not putting it on her lid. I'm actually just putting it in the middle, even pulling it up to the forehead. It's fine. I also love Customize on the lips. Customize on the lips for an ex-smoker, which is, I know, don't yell at me. I'm an old lady. I used to smoke, but it will help strengthen that lip tissue. gotta remember your eye tissue, your lip tissue, your neck tissue, those areas are thinner skin. They're more sensitive. You need to treat them a little bit differently. And I love to customize around the top of my lip where my fine lines are from those years. And even if you drink out of a straw a lot, you can find that those little fine lines around your lip can happen. This is a beautiful treatment at the shampoo bowl if you guys aren't doing a lot of facials, but this is a nice treatment to do. And you can charge a little extra. You could do a $2 eye treatment. And that's not a huge amount of money for people to get a little bit of an eye treatment, eye and lip treatment. But I like to put that customized around the lip, especially my top lip. And then at the shampoo bowl, you can take Sugar Lips. And this is a great gift item. It's a great product. It's perfect for stylists to introduce, facial services to their customers. You take a very small amount. This has got sugar, vanilla. Shoot, I hate my brain sometimes. It just goes empty. It just goes empty. Sugar, vanilla, and peppermint. Thank you, peppermint. And this will plump the lip, moisturize the lip. It's a lip scrub. It's not like a Carmex or a chapstick. Now, I warn you, you use those products, you'll never get off of them. They are designed to make the lips more chapped so that you continue to use them. But with a lip scrub like this, you're going to take it, you're going to scrub the lip, not the lick. And you can scrub. And this is really important in the wintertime. You'll find that a lot of people will have dry, crusty lips, unkissable lips, things that if you wouldn't kiss somebody's lips, by golly, you better scrub their lips. So you're gonna scrub their lip. It tastes good if they were to lick it off. It does say you can lick it off. I personally don't want to lick that dead, dry skin off my lips. But the moisture will stay on it, on the lip, and you just want to scrub any dead, dry skin, and it will start to plump the lip, make it look a little bit bigger, a little fuller, and then you can just wipe the excess off. So that's a really simple little treatment that you can do at the shampoo bowl. It helps you sell product. It will help you introduce facial services within the salon. People love to get little things like this done. You could do a hand treatment with your Nitty Gritty and Fabifil, and an arm treatment. We're going to talk about Fabifil here in a minute because it's and you can just take that scrub right off that lip. You can see that her lip is actually a little pinker. It's a little fuller. And that's a great way to start introducing people to little facial treatments. And you can do all of those right there at the shampoo bowl. The other thing that I like to do is we're going to start talking about massage therapy or facial massage. And we're going to use manipulation. Manipulation is an amazing lavender rich cream designed with slippage. You only need a little bit to do facial massage. You could do body massage. You can use it in your pedicures. You can use it on the arms. You could use it as a body butter. I love it as a body butter in the wintertime when your skin really gets dry. You're going to work it in the hands. And this is where the facial massage comes in. Well, actually, the facial massage would have come in a little bit earlier, but because we're doing everything, I'm just going to show you that you want to always work the neck, work in an upward motion. Try not to be too routine with your facial massage, because as a client, you don't want them to follow your routine and get redundant, like, okay, so she's going to do it one more time. So, but you do want to kind of make sure that you're doing the neck. You can go down to the décolleté. work in an upward motion. And when you're doing a facial massage, it's important to go ahead and really massage the skin. And I'm not saying like dig deep or do like some kind of therapeutic massage, but you want them to feel the massage. If it's a gentle touch like this, it doesn't feel good. You want to be handled, I guess is the word I'm looking for. I don't know. You want to feel your massage. You don't want to feel like somebody, it's like shaking somebody's limp hand. You don't want that. But you also don't want to hurt them either. But I think I've got enough pressure where she can feel it. She's getting relaxed from it. You always want to make sure that, and typically from the facial massage, I'd go into a head massage, but I'm not going to give her all of those treatments. She's going to have to come back for more. No, I'm kidding. Just for time's sake. But you can go right into a head and neck massage too. Go to the back of the neck. They love that. It's very relaxing. But this typically runs in the first part of the facial, but because we were going to do all those other treatments, I wanted to make sure that she got some good moisturizers after the fact of being peeled twice today and dermaplane twice. And so you can see that I'm really giving her a nice little facial massage, making sure she's nice and relaxed. And anytime you use like a manipulation massage cream, not that you can't leave it on the skin because it does absorb. It's not like an oil that doesn't absorb into the skin. But I do like to wipe it just a little bit, take a little bit of it off so that her moisturizer that I'm going to put on her will actually be able to do its job. There's no barrier against the moisturizer. And her moisturizer is going to be able to do its job because we've removed all the dead, dry skin. It's going to be really accepting of moisture. And like I said, when you're given a facial, depending on how long your facial is, you can go into a little bit of a head and neck massage. They love that. That's part of their enjoyment of the facial. It's not always like the clinical side of the facial, but it is the enjoyment side. And so I'm going to just take a little bit of this manipulation off her skin because we're going to go in and we're going to talk about which moisturizer we're going to recommend for her. We're going to talk about some of the other products that go along with that. So I'm just going to take a little bit. Her skin looks so amazing after today. She's beautiful anyway. Right? Y'all say yes. Oh yes, Miss Macy is beautiful. I'm kidding. And I'm just going to take a little bit of that manipulation off her skin. And because we talked about Macy being combination skin, she's got a little bit of a T-zone oil, her chin's a little bit oily, but then her cheeks are a little bit drier. I am selecting Later Alligator for her moisturizer. Later Alligator is a moisturizer for combination skin. It's got vitamin C in it, again, strengthening the elastin. This is an excellent moisturizer for people that just want to maintain their natural beautiful skin. Usually younger people from the age of, I'd say 18 to 35, 40 before they really need to get into a richer, deeper moisturizer. But this is a good combination moisturizer. It's got vitamin C in it. And this would be, in this situation, her daytime moisturizer. It could also be her nighttime moisturizer, but at night we tend to dehydrate. We're not drinking water, we're sleeping, we do naturally dehydrate. So it's really good to put a richer moisturizer on the skin at night so that you don't dehydrate the skin. But we're going to take a little bit of Later Alligator here and We're gonna massage this right into her skin. Again, the vitamin C moisturizer. And again, just anytime you're applying moisturizer on yourself, you want to make sure that you don't just slap it on. You want to make sure that you're covering the entire face. And of course, in the facial, you want to make sure they're enjoying getting rubbed and massaged. But even at home, when you're doing your own skin, it's important that you do go ahead and give yourself a little bit of a facial massage. It does help with aging. It does help with cellular turnover. It does help with strengthening the elastin of the skin. So don't just do it nilly-willy. Do it with a purpose, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So, and that has a beautiful citrus scent. Now, as far as other moisturizers go, we've got Control Zone. Control Zone is our oil-free sage and citrus moisturizer for oily acne skin. This moisturizer is amazing. Men love this moisturizer because it doesn't smell like a female, number one. Number two, it's very lightweight. You can't really feel it on the skin. All you know is that your skin isn't dry and taut. This is an incredible, if you've got oily acne or oily skin or a man, they love Control Zone because it controls the oil production in the skin. So if, where you're a little bit oilier, like say in the T-zone, it's going to actually control the oil production. So the reason I selected Later Alligator is because she does have some dry areas in her, on her skin, like her cheek area. Now, if you're an old lady like me, you're gonna want Drench. Drench is an ultra rich moisturizer, and or this could be a nighttime cream for Macy if she wanted something a little bit richer at night. Drench is an incredible moisturizer designed for more mature skin, drier skin. You can use this cream is so incredible. It's got vitamin A, E, and K, which is so important. You can use this on any part of the body that is extremely dry. Like if you find that in the wintertime, your heels crack, you can use Drench on your heels. Say your legs get really dry or your shins get really dry, you can take Drench and use it. It's rich, but not oily. It does, I'm just gonna put a little bit on her skin since I put it on my face, on my hands. But Drench is a great moisturizer. I use it every single day. In my opinion, the only way to buy that moisturizer is at least in an 8 ounce, but I like it in a gallon because I do use it. It's very, it's not heavy. It is so incredibly moisturizing to the skin though. It's incredible. So anybody that's got drier skin, that is perfect, especially in the wintertime. That is a rescue moisturizer. And then, so those are our moisturizers. We talked about Control Zone being your oil-free control moisturizer, Later Alligator for your combination, Drench for your dry skin or your nighttime cream. But then we have some specific other products that kind of come into play, especially at home or even in the salon. And this product is incredible to do on somebody's hand. You could nitty gritty one of your customers' hands and say, let me do a hand and arm treatment just because it's so dry outside, and you scrub their hand with some nitty gritty. You get all that dry skin off their arms, and then you can take some Fabufil. And this is my favorite product. Fabufil is a rich line and wrinkle filler. It's like putty for the face. So if you know anything about filling in nail holes on a wall or anything you're gonna putty, whatever you're gonna putty in the world, this is putty for your face, your legs, anything that's wrinkly, crepey, or needs putty. I love this product. It's very, very rich. So a little tiny bit goes a very long way. So here's my rule of thumb. If you say to me, Sheila, I didn't really like that. And I'll say, why? And you go, well, my makeup slipped off, and I go, you use too much. Or you say it feels really heavy on my skin. I'd say you're using too much. There is absolutely nobody that ever used it correctly that does not love this product. So I'm going to show you a little bit. You see, where is that? I don't know if you can see that. A little bitty tiny bit is going to go all over her face, neck. And you want to take it, you want to break it up between the fingertips like so. Warm it up because it is rich. And I love, and Macy even said, oh, I love that Fabby Feel. It makes the skin feel so smooth, so silky. It fills in any lines, any wrinkles. And if you have, Macy doesn't have any lines or wrinkles, but if you have a line or wrinkle, like say in the forehead, you can actually take it, kind of pat it into those areas, almost like a putty. And it fills in those lines and wrinkles. You want to massage it all the way in. And I let it dry for, I don't know, 30 seconds. I kind of put it on I kind of wave the skin like that, just kind of let it dry. Then I put my foundation over the top of it. Now, if you're doing a hand treatment, you would take it and just leave the hand, and people would see it on the hand and they'll go, oh my gosh, that's my hand. There's not a wrinkle. It's not dry. It's incredible. So if you've never tried Fabby Feel, that is an incredible product to try. And it is a makeup primer. It's beautiful as a makeup primer. And if you've not used a primer, what a primer is designed to do is to fill in lines and wrinkles, but also your pore area so that your makeup doesn't creep down into those pores or the lines or the wrinkles. When your makeup does do that, it makes you look older. So this will prevent that from happening. And so you'd want to put it like you would want to dab the face and make sure that you've puttied every line, every wrinkle, just, and then it dries on the skin. I don't want to say dry, but it absorbs into the skin, so it doesn't, but you saw that it was a little tiny bit. So if anytime you feel like it's too much, you've used too much, and back off of it just a little bit. I personally love to add that into my body lotion. I love it in my body lotion because it does fill in lines and wrinkles around the legs. So I'm going to talk about body lotion just a little bit since we're there. We have the best body lotion in the world. To me, the only way in the world to buy this is by the gallon.
Not guys. Sorry.
Oh, that's okay. 24/7. It's got caffeine in it. What caffeine does is it tightens the skin. It also aids in lessening the appearance of cellulite. So immediately you're going to not just have a great body lotion, but you're going to see the skin get tighter. You're going to see the skin lessen the appearance of cellulite. So this body lotion is absolutely incredible. So you don't need to go buy a cellulite cream and a skin tightener cream and a body lotion because it's all in one in this particular product. It's got shea butter in it. It's got lactic acid. And what lactic acid does for the skin is it actually removes dead, dry skin as you're moisturizing, so it allows it to absorb into the skin. Beautiful product. You'll love that one. And then I add my Fabby Feel in it, and that right there gives me flawless looking legs, and I'll show you later. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so one other product I love, and this is a product that is perfect at the shampoo bowl, or again even at your station. It's Caffeine Blast Eye Gel. This is a depuffer. It helps aids in removing dark circles or lightening dark circles. It gives you instant gratification. It instantly tightens, lifts the eyes, depuffs the eyes. They see instant results and they walk out of the salon feeling younger. Their eyes are brighter, they're tighter. I personally love it at 3 o'clock in the afternoon when I'm starting to drag. It will just brighten my eyes. It will wake me up. I know just because it has caffeine, you think that that's the reason why. It just that the menthol in it really makes your eyes feel brighter and tighter. So when you take this product, you're just going to take like a little squeeze, one little pump. And again, using the ring finger, you're going to stay on the brow area and down around where the crow's feet tend to be. Some people don't have any crow's feet, but Macy being one of them. And again, just on the bone, you want to stay on the bone. And it's gonna, again, draw what it needs to remove any of those dark circles. It begins to tighten and lift the eye. I love Caffeine Blast Eye Gel. It's another product I add into my body lotion for the reasoning of tightening my skin, because I need a little bit more at my age, and I've been fat, skinny, fat, skinny, fat, skinny, fat, skinny, fat, skinny my entire life. So, whew, it's hard. It's hard on the skin to do that. So that's a beautiful eye treatment that you can do at the shampoo bowl. They see instant gratification. They're happy. I love it as one of the last things I do in a facial, because then they instantly kind of wake up and they're like, wow, my eyes look better. My skin is amazing. So Caffeine Blast Eye Gel. I'm going to review a few products that we didn't use today, and that's going to be your Conquer Zit line. And one of the things we talked about this morning is that our line is so incredibly easy. We did that purposely so that the products would not be complicated for your consumer. And it just doesn't make sense to be complicated. So when you look at the line, anything that's green or has green writing, that particular product is going to be more for your oily acne skin. Anything that's wrapped in purple or has purple writing is going to be more for your anti-aging, sensitive, and your everyday use product. Anything that has pink in it means it can be used on any type of skin as long as you follow directions. I will tell you this, that we have the best acne line on the market. There's a couple of products I haven't touched on that I want to touch on because they are very important in the line. The first one is going to be your Destroy Zit. It's exactly what it says it is. It destroys a zit. So say you got a date with the hottest guy that you've been dying to go out with. You wake up on a Friday morning and you got a big honking zit on the end of your nose, or it's on your forehead. And it's embarrassing. And that's the last thing you want to happen because he's hot. I mean, in my mind, I'm thinking he's really hot, but you guys go ahead. I don't know what your hot is, but my hot is hot. Anyway, if you got that big honking zit on the end of your nose, you want to take this product. You want to immediately put it on there, and you're going to let it sit all day long. You can add a little bit more. It's going to dry a little bit. It's got color in it. It's designed to stay where you can wear it under your makeup. You can wear it as a cover up, but it will begin to kill that bacteria immediately. It's going to take the swelling off of that pimple. It's not going to be screaming at him anymore, which is the most important part of it. And it's going to begin to heal a lot faster. It will take about 24 to 48 hours to kill the bacteria, but you're going to see instant results by the end of the day before you go on that date. I guarantee you. This will stop that zit from getting any larger. So even if you start to feel one of those undergrounders come up and you can feel it, and you're like, oh, I'm getting a pimple right there, put that Destroy Zit on it immediately, the minute you feel it, and it will kill that bacteria. So this product needs to be in every medicine cabinet just for that day. As long as you keep it closed tight and set up straight, you won't have any problem with it drying out. But the minute you lay it over on its side or you don't put the lid on tight, it's going to dry out a little bit. So make sure you tighten that lid down. There is one other product in the Conquer Zit line, and that is Dry Zit. Dry Zit being for clusters of acne. So if Macy had acne on her cheeks and down in her chin and all over her forehead, this is like medicine for acne. Acne is not curable, it's manageable. So if you have acne and you're broken out, you've got your cheeks are filled with acne, you can take Dry Zit on clean skin, you massage it into the skin. It's got benzoyl peroxide in it, 7% benzoyl peroxide. That is the medicine part of it. You use it while your skin is broken out. Once your skin has started to clear up, You want to back off of it until it goes through a cycle of breaking out again. Much like antibiotics, if you took an antibiotic every day of your life, you're going to become immune to that antibiotic and it's going to stop working. That's what benzoyl peroxide, what would happen with benzoyl peroxide. That's why there are several lines out there that actually they have benzoyl peroxide in their cleanser, in their toner, in their creams, and in everything. The problem with that is that, man, your skin's going to clear up immediately. It's going to look fabulous. But you're going to cycle into another breakout period, and then it's no longer going to work for you. And then you're going to become very disappointed. You only use your medicine when you're inflamed with acne. And that's what dries it is. It's your medicine. So keep that in mind. Don't use it every day. Keep it in your medicine cabinet. Keep the lid on tight. And when you do break out with acne on your cheeks, around your forehead, you want to put it on. And the one thing you want to make sure is that this product is peroxide. So with peroxide, as you know, as hair color, if you get it on your black shirt or your black skirt, it's going to discolor it. Same thing goes with pillowcases. If you lay your face on a black pillowcase, this is going to discolor that black pillowcase. So you might want to let your clients know that they need to move to white pillowcase. That's just food for thought. The other thing we did not talk about was cleanse it and tones it. Cleanse it being your cleanser for oily acne skin. It bubbles up. So when you use Cleanse It, you're going to use a very small amount. And that's about enough of it to get through the face. It's going to bubble up nice. It's going to lather nice. You can use it on the back if you got some back knee. That's a great product for young teenage boys that tend to break out on their back because they're playing football or basketball. They sweat too much or whatever. They're going through puberty. Cleanse It is an excellent cleanser for anybody that has oily acne skin, or even for somebody like a Macy or me or any of you who needs a deep cleanse. Say you slept in, you did a major no-no. You slept in your makeup. That's a major no-no. Remember, you age 14 days every time you sleep in your makeup. So if you slept in your makeup today, you're 14 days older than you were yesterday. So that's just kind of food for thought there. But let's say you fell asleep and you slept in your makeup. So the next morning you might feel like you need to really cleanse that. So you could use Cleanse It as a deep cleansing wash, even on somebody my age, even somebody with skin like Macy's, even like all of your skin. You may not need Cleanse It every day, but periodically you do need a deep cleanse. And it is a beautiful cleanser. So if anything breaks out on your face, it's also nice to have. Tones It is the toner in the acne line. Tones It's got peppermint. It is incredible. You know, 13-year-old boys do not wash their face. 13-year-old boys aren't going to follow a regimen. But if you can get them just spraying Tones It on their face after a basketball game or after a football game or before they put their helmet on for the next 2.5 hours, that's going to help manage any breakouts for them. So Tones It is a perfect gym bag, teenage bag. It's a great gift for a teenage boy. And it doesn't look like he's got an acne product or anything like that. He can just mist his face and wipe it in or just let it dry on the face, and it's going to help prevent breakouts. So that's also, and it's also refreshing. I love to use Tones It periodically just because it's very refreshing. The skin feels clean. It's beautiful. It's alcohol free. So Tones It is an excellent oily acne toner, but it can also be used for anybody that just wants to feel extra refreshed. Especially if you've been working outside or something like that, you've been sweating. I used to do yard work, and I'd come in and wash my face with Cleanse It and use the Tones It instead of using my green stuff at the moment. We talked about Sunshine. That takes us through those products. Go Spot Go, I want to touch on it, and Silky Serum, and then I'll be done. Yippee skippy. So y'all can be done with me. I did it all. Woohoo! Okay. Go Spot Go. I know we touched just a little bit on this, but let's just say that you have middle-aged woman. She's in her late 40s. She's decided that, oh, look at all my age spots on my arms and on my face. There's products out there. There's some that contain hydroquinone. Hydroquinone is not in our product because it is known to cause cancer. It's not taken off the market, but eventually we believe it will be. It's not a very healthy product to use. It does lighten the skin. I think Michael Jackson used it to lighten his skin. This particular product does not contain that, but it has very much the same effect of lifting and lightening spots, sun damage, age spots, liver spots, freckles. I think I touched on it a little bit with me. When I first started here, I used Tune Way Up, I used Go Spot Go, and I used Restoration C every single day for probably about 6-8 months, and I still don't have any freckles. But I also protect myself with my sun shield, because you got to put your sun protectant on there. That's an SPF of 30. So Go Spot Go is absolutely incredible if you need to remove spots from the arms, the face, the neck, the legs, and it's not going to be damaging to the skin or cause cancer. It is actually going to lift those spots gently, and it leaves your skin looking beautiful. I love that product. That is one of my favorite. And then the last one, which I don't know how it became last, but Silky Serum, and probably because I'm going to use it last on Macy here. Silky Serum is what we call our moisture retention product. So we put Later Alligator, we put some Fabby Fill on her skin. We've done all kinds of things, but this product actually holds in all the moisture that we put on the skin. That is its primary purpose, but as life went on, we learned a lot of different ways to use this product. The one is, if any of you plan on ever having children, this product, yeah, me, yeah, not me, no, not me, but you guys go right ahead. It is designed, it works beautifully to prevent stretch marks. So as a woman's body expands, it by nature creates stretch marks as it shrinks back down, and those are scars. If you start to use your Silky Serum, you call us, you can buy it in a 16 ounce, in a gallon. You put it all over those hips, your belly, you will not have a stretch mark when it's all said and done, as long as you use that every single day. It will prevent that because it holds that moisture in the skin. And what happens when the skin scars like that, it's because it has stretched and lost all of its moisture, its elastin, and Silky Serum holds all that moisture in. So it may stretch, but it's going to stretch more like a balloon versus like skin. It's going to stretch and go back. It's going to have the elastin left in it. It's like a rubber band. That way it's not going to be all saggy. It's not going to be scarred. I promise you, if you use this on your hips, legs, breasts, your belly, anywhere you might get stretch marks, you will find that this will prevent them. Now, I will share this with you. 2 years ago, I was on a mission to lose 100 pounds. I did. But in the process of doing that, I used Silky Serum while I was shrinking because I was so afraid that I was just going to be one scarred, big stretch mark person. And I am not. I am proud to say that I had just a few on, just like 2 or 3 on my hips, but that was probably before. That was probably during the stretching stage versus the shrinking stage before I knew about Silky Serum, because I've been fat, skinny, fat, skinny, fat, skinny my entire life. And my breasts, that's the only other place I have, because those go big, they go small, they go big, they go small. But I'll tell you, even now to this day, I still use Silky Serum on those areas, and you can't see my stretch marks. I can see them, but you'd have to look for them and know that they're there. So I'm telling you right now, that right there is a godsend. Plus, it's also really good on your cuticles of your nails and a pedicure, any extreme dry skin, but it's also the final step before anything else of a facial because it's gonna lock in all of that moisture that I put on her skin, all the steam, everything we've done to her skin all day long. And it's gonna just keep it nice and fresh, lock in that moisture, and keep her looking amazing as she already did when she came in here. So I think I got everything in.
Press that right.
Questions? Does anybody have any questions?
Got a couple. Hold on, let me turn the light on. Bailey, ask your question. Stand up. You can go up front.
Bye, girls. Bye. Bye, Macy.
Bye, thank you.
Wow.
So I know you were just talking about silky serum, and you're saying that how it helps with stretch marks. Does it help only when you're in the process of being shrunken, or can it help with already stretch marks?
It does help. So you've already stretched out and you're shrinking, or you're just stretching now. Yes, it's gonna help, because it's gonna hold in moisture, and it's gonna help when you stretch or when you're coming back down. It's gonna help tighten the skin. It's gonna help keep moisture in the skin, because that's where you're gonna scar, is from the lack of moisture. From
So even
pulling
though
it.
if you have the scars already, it still helps with it.
It is going to help a little bit. Now, I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you, but I'll tell you what will help better, is, and I will recommend this, is taking the Tune Way Up 33%. And if it's on the hip or the belly, you can actually take that, massage it in, because Tune Way Up glycolic acid creates cellular turnover. So it's going to help exfoliate that skin and rejuvenate new skin. So it's going to lighten any stretch marks. But then I would add the silky serum on top of it. Absolutely.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. Anybody else? Oh, come on up.
Hey, Macy.
What was the name of the sunscreen that's the SPF 30
Sun Shield.
sun shield?
It's
Okay.
It is an incredible moisturizer. It can be used every day as your moisturizer on oily or dry skin. Everybody.
Okay. That was it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, okay, dumb question. How much is that sunscreen, like money wise?
Which is that like money wise? Oh, darn it. Why do you have to ask me that question? As a stylist, esthetician, you get wholesale price. It's $37 without any promotions going on. We run promotions all the time. Like, we're approaching Halloween. So we're going to be running like a 30% off Halloween promotion. And keep in mind, because you're one of our school students, when you graduate, and let's say you want to bring in a few products, or you're going to be using it on your back bar, you're going to want to do lip or eye treatments, in your opening order, we're going to offer you a discount. So we're going to help you create whatever you want. We don't force it down your throat, but whatever you want, you're going to get additional discount for going to school where clinical care is used.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Anybody else?
Anybody else? Oh, and just so you know, all of the products come in professional size, retail size, which is all the sizes you see here. This is a professional size, the big jar of manipulation. They come in professional sizes and gallons. And many times you can call us and say, hey, I need something in between the professional size and the gallon, and we can make it for you. That's how easy we are. We're pretty easy around here.
So when you get the big sizes, you all still get the small retail do y'all know that?
Yeah, that's an ongoing deal forever and ever. Buy the large, you get to pick. Now you get to pick your free retail.
Oh, cool. That's where you
Yeah.
make your money, guys. All
So
right.
that's a great way to like, you could do big green stuff, because you're gonna always use a lot of green stuff and get a small splash, or you could get a moisturizer. Yeah, you can choose whatever you want.
Awesome. Can we just go literally to your establishment and purchase stuff?
You can come here, you can call us, we'll ship it, or you can call us, we'll get it ready for you. You, as a school and as students, right now, until you are out, if you go to the website, you can still get your professional wholesale discount plus any other discounts we're honoring. But as the school gets your school pricing, and then as students, you get a better student price, because we want to make sure you guys can afford to get started with the skincare line.
Awesome. I would read that. Cool. We learn something
Yeah.
every day.
Where are you guys located at?
8242 South Harvard in Tulsa.
Thank you.
And you
All
can always call here and ask for me, Sheila, or Marissa. And if Charlotte's here, she'll take the phone call too. So you can always call us and just say, hey, I need some help. What do you suggest? Can you pull this? What discounts are you running right now? I need to stock a few sugar lips for Christmas, or whatever it may be. What kind of deal can you run me? You can always ask. Always ask. What's the worst I could say? No. But we never say no around here. We'll do whatever we can.
And I think you can get on your emails, advertisement. Is that correct?
Yeah, you can get on email blast. If you want, you could send me an email saying, hey, I want to be on your email blast, and I'll put you on the list.
And you get all their information, their specials monthly. All right, does anyone else have questions?
Nope.
All right, that was amazing. Macy, how you doing?
So good.
Oh, good. Look at that smile. All right. All right, guys. Well, Macy, we will see you Monday. Sheila, hopefully we'll get to see you soon, and we really appreciate it. You're a blessing.
Thank you so much, and we've got gifts coming your way too.
Awesome, awesome. All right, guys. Thank you. Have a great time.
All right, thank you guys. We appreciate it.
All right.
Get out.
Get out. Go home.
Get out.
It's the weekend for the kids. They have fall break. This is their Friday. So.
Oh, well, great. Well, y'all have fun. Enjoy. This at least was fun to do on your last day before fall break.
That's right. All right, guys. We're out. Thank you.
There you go. That was fun.
Now, if only I could come back to this every day instead of going to school.
Oh, yeah, you can. We could sit in here and let me rub on you. I love to practice.
Did you get this? Is this something that you had made, or was this online somewhere? Or?
No, those are our tablecloths when we do hair shows, and I saw it sitting back there, and I thought, I'm gonna cover that chair.
Well, I was just gonna ask. I was like, that'd be perfect to put on a zero. I didn't know if they sold them. 'Cause
They
it
do
looks
sell
like
them.
It fits it. Like it looks like not.
Like it's supposed to go in there. Yeah, it's a tablecloth. That's one of those stretchy tablecloths.
Okay. Yeah.
Like
Even the materials like nice.
I know. So I know where you can. I can give you the name of the company that sells them, but yeah, I had them made for 6-foot tables,
Yeah, that's cheap.
and I saw them. And it was like, where did our sheets go? We used to have tons of sheets, and I couldn't find any sheets, and I was like, why did I wait till the last minute? Because that's me. I'm the last minuter. It's called ADHD. I'm learning about it. I didn't know I had ADHD until recently. And I'm learning that as ADHD, you wait till the last minute because you work better under pressure. Like, oh, so you have to have that pressure. I don't remember me always being this way, or if this is something that happened over time. But my therapist is she said, Sheila, you've always had ADHD because your ADHD is really bad.
Your ADHD is really bad.
Your ADHD is really bad, but maybe you've learned to manage it.
Yeah.
But now, for some reason, as I've gotten older, I feel less able to manage. It's weird. Like,
It feels like it overtakes you more.
and so I said, I'm going to go on medication. Well, he can't prescribe it because he's a therapist, not a psychiatrist. So I had to go see a psychiatrist, and she's like, you're 58 years old. Why do you want to go on ADHD? And for the first time in my life, it's bugging me. Like, I feel disorganized. I feel swords. I feel confused all the time. And so instead, putting me on Adderall or
some of the newer ones. She put me on Wellbutrin, which is an antidepressant, but she said Wellbutrin is the starting point of ADHD.
Oh, yeah. You're like, I don't like that either. That was my mom, 'cause she had a hysterectomy like a couple of years ago. And so they put her on all this crazy stuff, you know, and like she was just, I was like, who are you? Like, we need to, no,
No.
we're not doing this. So she actually came to a doctor over here. Her name was Dr. Shatka. I don't know if you ever heard of her. She's an all natural, like holistic everything doctor. And my mom's a whole different person. I was like, praise the Lord, this needed to happen. Like she needed
I would
something.
love to take her to.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't like pharmacy. I don't want to do
And it
supply
was
and
that kind of
things.
stuff to you. Like it just, you're like, I don't want to feel like this.
I
Like,
don't want to feel like
Yeah.
it's all like I'm just like.
that was her. Yeah. My mom was like, just didn't want to go do anything. She just wanted to sit at home.
It's
Like, I mean,
For the last 4 months, that's all. And it makes me, I was like, that is not a good thing.
yeah, you're like, that's not me.
I love to, yeah, I love to go walks, I love to do stuff, and now I'm just like, that's, I hated it. So I was telling the therapist, because she would get off of it then, don't do that. That's not the drug for you. You might be on ADHD medicine, which is not gonna make you feel that way if you're on the right one.
Yeah. No, I'll definitely, it's Sarah with Shotcut, which I'll have to look up how she spells it. But it's over here in Tulsa, because I know she used to drive with.
So she's a man. I love that because I have psoriatic arthritis and they wanted to put me on Humira, which is a biologic.
Okay.
I said, no, thank you. And he said, rheumatologist said, that's my dad. Take a drug that's gonna lower my immune system so I can catch every cold, every flu, every COVID, every kind of bug, and always be sick. Cause I'm sick during flares. So no, I'm gonna take your okay.
Okay. If
So
that's his will, that's his will.
right, that's exactly what I said. And so I went to a new rheumatologist and he's like, I'm not gonna force it on you, but you're gonna need some pain. And I said, I don't want pain pills either, but thank you.
Yeah.
He said, what do you think? And I said, when I have severe pain, I'll do this. Take a look. So the second I'm taking some of those mushrooms that are supposed to be really good. I take some THC, I go to sleep, pain, but not stuff.
Right. Yeah, but I have heard it really helps.
It
for
does.
sure. Yeah.
It does have, I take some stuff for anti-inflammatory, but.
Process.
Yeah, I'll say, yeah, I said, no, no, thank you, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
Do you need these?
Oh, no. I have some. I'm just gonna text you the screenshot.
Okay, yeah, perfect. I am so happy you came in and
Oh
it's
my
been
gosh.
so fun.
You know.
And
Okay.
you were an amazing patient
Thank
model
you.
with me.
You're an amazing esthetician for me. Goodness, it was amazing.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Oh, I was like, who is that? I'm gonna get your products ready to go and get you a box ready to go, because she said for us to just give it to you and you'll take those.
Yeah. I'm gonna run back and rub this on.
Okay. And don't forget your food, because
Oh,
you might get
yes.
hungry.
Right.
I'll close it. Oh, I broke it. Why? My phone number, we're gonna get in touch with you. Love to have you do some, no, if you're comfortable with doing some influencing and maybe even do some videos for us.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Good.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
For
I'd be
sure.
loving to do them and all that
Yeah.
good stuff.
No, I would
So,
love that.
do I have an email? I don't have an email. I have a phone number. You have my phone number. Will you send me your email? I know, thank you, because I'll forget to ask you. And then I'll send you kind of how, what we do. Extra different. Boxes. Yeah, absolutely.
Because for pictures and stuff too, you know
Oh,
what I mean?
yeah.
Just to like at the salon for advertising that I'm doing, stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like I want to decide which ones I want to start out with because I don't think I want to full blown offer every single one. I think I want to do like
No, but it's also, it's just so good. It's such great information in there.
but like pick a few that I want to like do a moisturizing one and do one for like more oily skin. You know what I mean? Just kind of pick a couple at the beginning to do and then once I have like
And what we do for a lot of them, a lot of people that are just getting started with skincare line is we'll set your account up for one. You can call us, and say, hey, Sally wants green stuff slash and blah, blah, blah. She wants to buy it. You charge Sally her price.
okay.
You call us, we drop ship it to Sally, we bill your credit card at your price.
So then I make it like
You're making your profit, but you don't have to carry the food. And stock everything up front.
Yeah.
I mean,
That does make sense.
and I'll send you a price, like a order form for your clients, and they can just order off that form. You call us,
Through me, through, yeah, okay, I see.
and we
it.
drop ship
Yeah.
it, and you just say, hey, here's what your price is gonna be,
Yeah.
and it's gonna come directly from clinical care.
Yeah.
And then we don't put a bill in there for them, we just send you a bill, we just give them a packing slip so they never see. Yeah, it's so nice for a lot of people that are trying to get started. Um, all of your stuff is in the box
Okay.
that's got bags in it. Well, tell the girls. And usually it's about myself and it's fun. I told her, I said, well, to the way of the hands and all that, she's all. Do it. Okay, look at it. She's read it in. All I didn't was, no, I knew you knew, but you know, I just had a. It's been so long. I think that's the first. You know, it's so far anyway. She was great. She's she said, I just saw it was. What did she say? I just saw it. I was like, oh, she copied me. I didn't even have a chance because I saw it like when I first got here this morning. It's awesome. No shame. It's fun to do it every now and then. I do it every day. It's exhausting. It is exhausting. No, I got in soon. Like I said, I didn't know how you got in on the Zoom except that, did I copy you on it or something? Yeah, you sent me an invite. Yeah. There you go. Come on in. Well, I was gonna come in here and watch, but then I thought, well, maybe I can get in on that Zoom. I looked through and I found it. She did a great job in here, girl. Yeah. I mean, I even learned some stuff. Ashley, Workhorse learned some things. Ashley, what's her last name? Ashley. Gretchen. 10:15, that was this morning. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry I didn't get that to you sooner. I sent it to the wrong email. She just copied me, but I didn't copy it. So here's her. Send me a copy so that I have it. And then I'm gonna print it, so, yeah, print it out, let's look at it. Get her on board. Ship it, well, it's so, slow down, is horrible. She's very cute. Been the best for us. Macy. Macy. So. Yeah, this setup worked really well. I came in and cleaned it yesterday and figured out what I was gonna do. Forward to Charlotte. Oh, I can't seem to find a printer that will print. Okay, my printer is broken. Which one? Black and white one? What is the number of it? No, I have 1536 of another. Oh, it's not coming up. I did send it to you. Yeah. Mine's jammed and I gotta get down on the floor and fix it. Yeah. Yeah. I sent it to clinical care too. This one up. Lunch? Yeah, you guys have lunch. Yeah. I'll just take it out. Okay. I got it. Understand. I don't understand. Oh. One cage. Oh, la, 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 la. Yeah, I printed it. Kind of like, but I can read it on the computer. It's because she wrote it in very light font. Dedicated Instagram post 450. Dedicated Instagram reel 550. Instagram story 200. Instagram post story 550. Instagram reel story 650. She itemized them. That's for one. Yeah, she does it. I mean, she's up there. I mean, we could have her do one or two of them, maybe. Yeah, I think we could. Yeah, you did tell me that, but then, because I heard you going, you said something like, that's what I was promised 4 weeks ago, 5 weeks ago, and it's still not done. So how do I know you're gonna do it? Did you call him again today? Yeah. Well, she wrote it in a stupid light print. Um. Try to save it in a different format. Oh, because she's got it in a PNG. Save it in a JPEG. Good.
Original EIN form. IRS. You sent it as no subject. Is that the one I'm clicking
Yeah.
on?
Should be a JPEG. It didn't come over as a JPEG?
Windmail.
Oh, Darla.
I know. I
Let me maybe turn it into a PDF.